Well, hi, I see we have Eric here. So Eric, welcome to class. And we'll wait just another minute or so to see if Alex and Terrence are able to join us. Then we'll go ahead and get started. Is that Alex and Terrence who just joined us? Okay, well, I can see we're running a minute behind here anyway, so I can see. Oh, I'm sorry, wait, I see you guys unmuted yourselves. Can you say one more time? Is that Alex and Terrence?
We're on computer.
Okay, you're on a computer together. Okay, great. Okay, so great. So we have Rebecca here, we have Eric, we have Alex and Terrence. So that's everybody. So we'll go ahead and get started for this time. So welcome back to class here. And so just as a quick overview of what we'll be doing this time, similar to other weeks, we'll start off with a little review and an opportunity to share vocabulary and stories. And we'll, at Rebecca's request, we'll revisit the opportunity to share stories later on in class as well. We'll work on some new vocabulary words. We're going to practice the vocabulary words a little bit differently this time. We'll do some multiple choice questions, but also do another activity. And then we'll, again, have a lesson around grammar and then finish up with some reading and writing material. But okay, so let's start off by asking, has anyone learned any new vocabulary words this week they might want to share with the rest of us? Going once? Going twice? Okay, sounds like no one has any new vocabulary words. So again, just as a reminder, you'll keep an eye out for any new words you might come across. Again, the best way to kind of learn any of those new words you might hear is to write them down and kind of practice using them. And then again, it's a great thing if you can bring them here so everyone can benefit from the new words you do find. So is there anyone who has a story ready at this point in class who would be interested in sharing with us if they wrote anything during this week?
At the end.
Okay, not yet from Rebecca. And anybody else? Okay, it sounds like no one else has a story they wanted to share. So I will check back one more time later on towards the end of class. So if anyone does, I know, again, Rebecca might have one for us at that point. If anyone else does, that'd be great. I always love to hear the stories you're able to write during the week. But okay, so to carry on here, though, we'll start in with our vocabulary words for this time. So again, we have 10 new ones. So similar to other classes, we'll just kind of go down the line, and I'll ask each of you one by one if you know of a definition for the word. If you don't know a definition, that's perfectly fine. But if you do, that's great, and feel free to take a guess if you're not quite sure. So for this first one, chasm, let's go to Terrence for this first one. Terrence, do you have any idea what that word means? Terrence, looks like you're still muted there if you're able to unmute.
What?
Okay, so Terrence, I'll ask if you know what chasm means.
Yeah. I have no.
Okay, no idea? Okay, that's fine. So let's try, Rebecca, are you familiar with that word at all?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, that's okay. Does anyone else in the class have any ideas?
A deep crack.
Okay, a deep crack, Eric, that's great, yeah. So a deep crack or an opening in the earth. So yeah, usually when we hear that, we hear, like, for example, if there were, an earthquake or if some, ground kind of gave way, it might create a chasm in the ground. It can also be used more symbolically or kind of metaphorically to be kind of just a separation between people or between things, to be called a chasm, but very good. Okay, so how about our next word here, continent. Let's check in with Alex here. Alex, you know what continent means?
A continent A continent is like a continent is no one. A continent is like a big plate of the earth.
Okay, good. Yeah, so a big plate of the earth. Yeah, so there's the big kind of land areas around the world. Can anyone name a continent or two?
North America.
North America, I heard. Very good.
China.
So China is a big country on a continent. Does anyone know what that continent? Asia. Good. Good.
South America.
South America?
Europe and Australia.
I heard Australia.
South America. Europe.
Europe, good. And I heard Africa, good. Yeah. So
Antarctica.
and Antarctica. Okay, good. Okay, yeah. So between us, I think we've named all 7 now. So that's great. So yeah, Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Australia, North America, South America, and Europe. So those big land masses that kind of are scattered around the world. There's again little countries within them, and beyond that, there's in the U.S.'s case, states, not in every country, and then there are cities and so on. Okay, very good. Okay, so we'll go to our next word here, credit. So let me go to Rebecca again. Rebecca, do you have any idea what credit means?
Like to give you something, like if you do something good in the teacher work, she'll give you extra credit. If you do
perfect. That's a great example there. Yeah. So it can mean to give honor or praise or express thanks. And yeah, one way we see that is in a school. A teacher would give credit for something, or the school would give credit. And extra credit would mean giving extra points for doing something especially good. Or
credit for
you get credit for a test. Yeah, that's another good example there. But great. And there's another definition for credit that the book gives here. Can anyone tell me what they think that is? Okay, well, credit, it can also be a way of buying things and paying for them later. So, for example, some of your parents might have credit cards. So it's a way of, they don't actually give someone money, but rather they kind of electronically buy it. They're kind of borrowing money from the company at that point, and then with the expectation they're going to pay that back. That can be called credit. Very good. Okay. So, all right, let's go back to Terrence here. How about for the next word, enable. Do you have any sense what enable means, Terrence?
like enable editing in PowerPoint.
Okay, I couldn't really make that out. Just can you say it one more time, please?
Ooh. Enable editing in PowerPoint.
Enable editing in PowerPoint. Okay, I guess you could enable that. Does anyone else have a sense of what
it means keep working.
Keep working. Okay, so well, to go to the book definition here. So it's basically kind of like what it sounds. It's to make something able to be done or to make something possible. Or give it the means to become about. So for example, in enabling editing in PowerPoint, that would be allowing that to happen. It's making you able to do that. Okay, let's go to our next word here, foul. So Eric, could you tell us what you think foul means?
To stop.
Okay, to stop. Yeah. Okay, so that's definitely related to that word. Good. Does anyone mention anything more about foul and what that might mean?